all day
castle.
on the street.
Do it again next week, they said.
If
we'll all
I
show
had
up.
some feet,
Where
I
are
could
they
get
at?
away.
Where did everybody
I would run
go?
from Eric all day.
It's a trap.
If I had
It's
feet,
a trap.
then I could get
Don't
away.
listen
on
to the
street.
audience.
Run for
Ever, Brickey. When are you going to learn not to listen to these fools? It was a trap. Oh, yeah. We'll show up next week. We'll be there. Where are they all at? Where are they all at?
Partners, this here's the wildest
Wildest
ride
in
in
the
the wilderness.
Turn these headphones on. Do it again, Brickey. Do it again. We loved it so much last week. We'll all show up. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? I don't care that it's Monday. Yes, Edmonton in Canada. I love Canada so much. Lived in Toronto for 4 years. No, I'm not Canadian. All right, let's get this going. Oswaldo, what's up, bud? Oswaldo, can you do my check-in for me? All right, let's build this castle. Let's get back to work. I don't care about how your weekend was. It's work time. Grow up. So one thing I did to the castle is I reduced the size of the image. So hopefully we'll get a little bit better flow this week. A little bit better flow. All right, so we have fundamentally the entire structure built, right? So now we're going to go in and we're going to detail, which I think will be where it all comes to life. Cappuccino, what's up? WMD Poster Art, what's up? 12 ounce, done by Saturday. I am Nerd Squared. Oswaldo, you the man. Always thank you. Gary everywhere. Gary in nature, Gary in YouTube, Gary in green, Gary in light green, Gary. S14 Rob, what's up, bud? How did your stream go Saturday night? Sorry, I was at the drive-in and I had zero internet. I wanted to be like, yo, I'm gaming with you from the drive-in, but Malibu, who knew? No internet in Malibu. Poor. The poor citizens of Malibu. If you'll go below, I actually have a Kickstarter started, a GoFundMe. We're going to raise money to get internet for Malibu. So let's do it. Build the castle. Build the castle. We'll show up if you just build a castle. Build it from paper. We'll show up, they said. And then he showed up and he was alone. What is it called? Yeah, subs. Build the castle. Build the castle. Just build it, Brickey. Build all of your dreams. Don't let a lack of audience stop you. It hasn't this moment. Why wouldn't you let it start now? Alrighty. Finding some paper. Oh, we don't want your watermark in our paper. We want to liberate the paper. Looking for paper. His name is Mark. But he hates watermarks. They're the evil kind of marks. You didn't make this paper. Get your logo off. You want admiration for scanning in paper. Well, we could do it too if we weren't so busy. Why is your image so small? Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all morning. Make sure to unfollow. All right, search settings. Nope. Not what we want. Yeah, did you ever hear about that guy named Mark Brickey who came through here and said he could make a castle out of paper? They said it couldn't be done, and it never was. I really wish that you could set these. I always want big images, Google. I always want big images, but I got to do it every time. What's going on over here? Gary everywhere. Mark Freestyle rules. Daughter actually watching Mermaid right now. Yes. Tell her not to spoil it for me. Still holding on to that one. All right, so we need a paper that's a little bit darker than what we got. Let's find it. It's got to be out there somewhere. Not really any texture in that one. Come on, internet. Come on, Googly. Now I'm back into small images. That's too... I need something darker. Or do we want to go lighter? Smash that unfollow button, guys. Just smash it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for not subscribing. Thanks for not watching. Make sure to smash the unsubscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs down. Lets me know that you hate me. You and Al Gore's rhythm. Is this even paper? Jackson's Hole.
Woo! Woo!
No. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It's not what I asked for. That doesn't have much texture to it. It shouldn't be so hard. Mondays, am I right? Huh? Am I right? Mondays? Crumpled, high resolution. In paper. High quality. Let's try high quality. What's high quality mean? Our paper is high quality, Brickey. I say gray. And gray is like... Oh. Took gray out. Gray paper, you say? There we go. Watermark. Get out of my life. That looks like a cabinet top. Days like this, I wish I was Lance Russell, Jim Brown, just sitting in that little Memphis studio, worrying if PYT is going to crack me over the head with a chair. Let's see this. That looks pretty construction-y. I think we might be able to make this one work. What's the res? Oh, look at that res, baby. Look at that res. Look at you, you little baby gorilla. That's not what we clicked on. Save image as. Desktop. What do you call it? Well, you call it paper, see? You can see all my files. Not cool. All right, let's get this darker gray in here and let's get to work. Enough of this funny business. This is a work day. Ooh, that is dark. Where'd the castle go? Paper. Yeah, this is going to be some exciting stuff, guys. It's going to really titillate you. Well, we might need to make that smaller. I think that might be too much tooth. Too much tooth. All right, let's make this smaller because we don't want that pattern to be that noticeable, right? Just reduce it a little bit. We don't want those specks to be too noticeable. There we go. Perfect. Even making the file smaller. Still having some of that good old-fashioned fun that we came here for. That's all right. There should be a White Castle location in Fantasyland. Oh, God. Why do you have to say White Castle to me? You know that's offensive. You know that hurts my heart so much. Okay. You kids like to play with masks? We're going to play with some masks today. So technically, we want the bottom of the castle to be darker than this top sort of, I don't know if you'd call it crown molding on a castle, but boy, this is difficult with no CPU. So let me think about this. All right, we're going to go basic for now on these patterns. Right? Is that what I want to do? Do I want to go? Well, we can just start there because we're going to do a mask. So we'll still have it if we need it. That's the beauty of doing a mask versus a clip. Now, I always forget this. Am I making this go away? Or I'm preserving that? Perfect. So the goal is going to be to not use the line art and eventually do this type of bad boy. I feel like our paper might be a little bit dark. So what happens if we mess with the opacity? It's gray on gray. Will our tooths blend? That's feeling much better. But wait, there's more. All right, got it figured out. Got the plan figured out. Let me check in with you guys. Now I want a crave case. Dude, I want a crave case. So I always like when people are like, Brickey, you know you can go to the grocery store and get a White Castle. Sure. Sure I can. Yeah, because it tastes just as good. Dude, Photoshop with masks are so good. Frozen White Castle. Love it. Love it. All right, so we're going to reduce this bad boy down to 60%. That looks good. Now we're going to duplicate it. And then we're going to turn this back on. We're going to create a little depth in our folds. Make sure that we're on our mask layer. Work our way up there with our slow computer maxed out. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Where am I? Doing it wrong again. Hold tight. We want to preserve that piece. We want to mask out everything else. Fill. Black. There we go. Now let's take this up. Get rid of our line art. Building castles. Yeah. Alright, so technically this piece needs to go below that one because we gotta still put on our drop shadow to make it feel like it's cut out. Nice. Have you ever used Blender? It has a plugin that takes your 3D model and prints it to paper for modeling. Well, I've never made a 3D model, so no. No, I haven't done it, Bottle Studios. It sounds amazing. Let me see here. Oh, this castle's crazy complicated, Dark Knight. Oh yeah, the paint for numbers that they did on the brick is amazing. Amazing. So you can see that if we go through and do this, we're going to start to create a fictional depth. But then I'm insane enough that I want to go in here and I want to mess with these. I want to mess with these so bad. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. First, let's just properly dual tone the bottom. And we also, I think we need to do the pink in here, like these spires. But first things first, let's just go ahead and knock out the gray, right? Like, let's just stay the course on that and see how we can get that to look by going across. Sound like a plan? So hard not to just go right into the details. I know, Atomic Child. But if this becomes a fun hang, like, I'm committed. I am committed to working on this for several Mondays to come if you guys have fun, because this is the type of thing that I could just get sucked into. I mean, sucked into. Get some music going here. Cool, Bottle Studios. Blender is free, pretty easy to get the hang of. You'll be hooked. Oh, I don't know if I need more things to be addicted to. But it does sound like a cool recommendation. All right, so let's see what piece we have next. Okay, so we got another tower here over on this side. Let's turn that one on. See what we're dealing with. All right, so basically pretty similar to what we just did. This will just start to add so much dimension to the bottom of our castle. Eventually we'll worry about the folds, but I want to get it detailed. And then once it's detailed, take those folders, reduce them down, make them flat, and then work that Lego. Speaking of DKNG, on AID tomorrow, The Return. I guess Dan like had a baby or something. I don't know. Okay, so now we have our piece. Take out our master sheet. Okay, copied the wrong thing. Off to a good start. Okay, so it looks like I put nothing in that spot. Sick. So sick. Okay, so let's try it again here. So we want to select this item right here. Go back up to our big master sheet. Oh, I see what I did wrong. It's weird photoshopping when you know people are watching you. I hate ignoring you guys, but it somehow makes my small processor process a little bit better. All right, so let's drag this down into here. Turn that off. All right, it is now tinted. Put up our reference material here. So let's see. Ooh, this one's going to be fun. All right, so we will leave this. Really wish I still had my Wacom. Clipping these by points is not fun. Especially when you think about that it's not going to have the outline to trap. So I got to probably be a little bit better on these angles. Because it's actually going to show. So we'll go closer clicks or points. But because it is a mask, if it looks too rough, we could always go back and clean it up. That one's sloppy. Clean it up with a brush once we get it all out, but I'm worried about using a brush because, as you can see, with live streaming and photoshopping, I'm worried that the brush will have like a lag in it and not be that efficient. Making a castle, it is such a total hassle. Making a castle, it can be a total hassle. Doing it with friends is fun until the fighting begins. Brickey, you should use this kind of mask or use this kind of brush. Don't you understand? People are watching, so I feel rushed. This is not so easy, incredibly cheesy, but it's the career path I've chosen, and now it soon will be broken. It's building a castle. It is such a hassle. Did it wrong, but I can do it right. I did it. Looks so good with their little crappy line art on there, but that's cheating. Hey James, what's up? Manny Avocado, what's up, bud? I thought I'd see you Thursday when we did our DCA live stream. Manny Avocado, preach. Only one set in my schedule is Dave Clayton's and DK&G sessions. What are you guys talking about? Oh, the what is there, an online thing happening? Okay, so we double this. Got to remember what my levels were last time. 60%. 60%, and did I do 100% on the other one? Interesting. All right. So let's go down to 60. Get rid of that. Put our line art back up. and realize the part that we're chopping out here. Don't come back to me. Come back to me, slow processor. Right, so we want to save. Fill. I hate the F commands for shortcuts because I can't ever get them to work on my machine. Okay, so we got that piece there. Put that piece there. Ooh, that looks good. Now we turn off their piece. There we go. See how much more dimension that's giving it? You got to work sometimes, man, in the avocado. Oh, Adobe Max virtual sessions. Got it. Forgot all about Photoshop shortcuts when being watched. Can you use Sidecar with your iPad or revert back to the macOS Catalina? I use AstroPad with my, I don't know. I'm weird about, because of live streaming, because this isn't a client project and I'm literally just doing it for fun. I didn't want to overcomplicate it and like have all these like rigs and stuff like turned into my computer. All right. Let's see what part we have next here. Yeah, if I put the, I'm just worried about if I put, because I realized that the iPad working with Photoshop fatigues Photoshop, and then you compound that with OBS streaming software, that I'm feeling like it would just tax everything. Okay, so these big walls eventually are going to get shaped because it's way too blocky, So, but this looks like it's going to be an easy shape to capture. Okay, so this is what we're going to do here. So we're going to just do like a slop. Oh, I didn't turn the shadows on those two. I feel like eventually these shadows are going to have to get ripped up darker. To really sell the effect that it's actually paper stacked on top of each other. I feel like we already heard this song. Castle Disco. Castle Disco. He was a man who built a castle. They called it Castle Disco. Castle Disco. What am I doing wrong? Yeah. Little Castle Disco laser. Castle Disco. Don't get caught up in the castle disco. Let me think about this. Okay, so if we're doing this darker, then that means it's a shadow. That means it's further back. So what we technically need to do is clip out from our lighter layer for what we're getting ready to do here to sell this. Castle Disco. Castle Disco. Castle Disco. Castle Disco. There's one. There's two. So much Castle. So much Castle Disco to go. Castle Disco. A little bit out of lines on that one, but the lines won't be there, so. And let's be honest, these lines are, well, less than perfect. Castle Disco. Disco Castle. Whoa. Got drunk on that one. Got high on my power. Hit the X key. Go back over to the white. No big. Hit the X. Go back to the black. And we're back to chopping away. Just chop. Chop away. Chop away. So there's 1,000 men out on the hill. They're going to storm the castle. We will protect ourselves by adding a second layer of paper on our castle. As long as they don't have scissors, we will survive the night. Yeah. Tuesdays at 7 o'clock on ABC. Castle Mysteries, solved by Mark Brickey. Who is the squire that never will retire? Always solving mysteries inside of the castle. Nobody's gonna get away with crimes when he's on the scene. A fingerprint left behind, gonna blow your mind when I catch you. No crimes committed in the castle. No crimes. Sorry, can't read your comments, cause this takes up all my lacking brain power. Got one more. One more. Castle's looking sick. Put him on a brick. This is a sick. Now let's do individual bricks. Stop dancing. Stop moving my castle. Don't you move my castle. Don't you move that castle. Funky bass, big fat bass. Take off the cheating lines. Castle. Take it down to 60%. Oh, this is going to be a problem because we put the paper on top of this one. So 60% of this is going to give us a problem because now it's transparent. No problem. Duplicate this layer. Drop it behind this one. Delete layer mask. There we go. That gives us a proper shade. Right? Backer. Tent. Just so I understand the madness here. Highlight. Okay. Check in with you guys. Just need hammer streaming rig. Yeah, I don't know if that can. I'm not gonna start doing Photoshop on a PC. No way. No way. Oh, pumpkin Halloween? Nice. Hey, Rebel Alaska, what's up, man? Over on YouTube. Hope this Monday's treating you well, my friend. It is. Just making this castle. Manny Avocado says, I took Photoshop classes in college and I just couldn't do it. I ended up graduating with a degree in illustration from the Academy of Art University. Oh, love it. All right. Right wall time. Are these the same piece? Duplicated? I think they are. Or shall I say, I think they can be. Don't have to worry about the placement because... Oh, we're going to do the always put it back where I just got it from trick. Huh? Remember that fun time last week? Why is it doing this? Remember this last week when it was doing this? When I was dragging that piece and it just kept throwing it back to where I got it from? Never had that problem before. All right, well, the way we corrected it last time is we quit Photoshop. Reopening. Megan says, Brickey, tell us about the Anthony Bourdain story. I don't know if I have the brain capacity to do this and tell a detailed story at the same time. It's kind of more of a podcast story than a while I'm working story. But I will at some point. I mean, it's not even really that good of a story. I did see him one day, though, walking on the sidewalk in Santa Monica. I was dropping Beth off somewhere, and I went to go park the car, and as I circled around the block, I was rewarded with seeing Anthony Bourdain walk down the sidewalk. I'm like, guess what you missed by being lazy? Your little boyfriend was walking around the corner there. Come on.
Woo! Woo woo!
Rob. Thank you, sir. All right. We don't have to worry totally about placement because, like I said, we will, at some point, we'll have to cut these things up and fold them. Come on. Just go into your hole. Okay. But we do want to flip it. Flip horizontal. That it'll do. Boom.
To all who come to this happy place,
Who did that?
welcome.
Who did that? Starry Kitten. Starry Kitten. Thank you. Starry Kitten. What did Starry Kitten do? Starry Kitten gave out 3-tier 2 community sub gifts. Whoa. Holy smokes. You know what that means? There's a starry kitten giving subs to you. She gave you 1 or 2, and that is very kind. There's a star kitten. All right. So obviously, we need to make these pizza slices in here, right? Like these need to be darker than what we have in the front. So we need to figure out where those are at when we get to those slices. Okay, we're going to save you for last, top front wall. Oh, that's a big piece, man. That's a big piece, man. Okay. How do we want to do this? I think we go basic bitch for now, and then we like worry about making it hardcore when we fold it all up, because this is kind of a lot to think about for the future. Thank you, Starry Kitten. Look at that. Starry Kitten. Handing them out. Love it. Okay. All right. So let's just kind of get some of these things out of our way so we can see what we're working with. Interesting. Go to our sample here. So this is to this. So this is a back piece. Okay, so I'm realizing something here that'll make this all make a lot more sense. Yeah. I feel like left wall needs to go over. and behind the front. There we go. I think that will make a lot more sense when we reshape it. I think. Can't wait to see the Gus photos of this thing built. All right. So these pieces here and here need to be real dark. So let's do that. Let's turn everything else off though so we can look at what we're looking at here. Okay. That is too sloppy. Too sloppy for me. Castle Jazz. They call it Castle Jazz, see? Oswald's driving back from jury duty. Nice. Thank you for your service. Last time I did jury duty, I became the head juror, and I had a couple of people that were saying, I need more evidence to convict this guy of drunk driving. So I essentially had two people sitting there with their arms crossed saying, no, not going to believe it. I need more evidence. So when we left on that Friday, I went home over the weekend and I created that evidence. And I came back on Monday and I said, all right, when we left Friday, I asked you what your opposition was as the head juror. What were you unsure of? I did a little bit of research. Here it is. Bam. Printed it out, showed it to them, and they said, oh, I think the guy's innocent, or I think the guy's guilty. Got my conviction. Mark Brickey, old-timey prosecutor. Because the thing was, guy wasn't technically driving the car that he was accused of drinking and driving in. But when the officer walked up to the car, he put his hand on the engine and said that it was warm, meaning that he was sitting drunk in a car that he had just been driving. And he said, well, it's a black car. Therefore, a black car would gather heat from the sun. But it was Super Bowl Sunday. And I went back and looked to see what time did the sun go down that day. And I went back and looked to see what the temperature was that day. And then I crossed that with the time of the officer finding him. Let's just say, story didn't add up. I ain't got, oh, didn't mean to do that. I ain't got nothing against drinking, but I do have something against drinking and driving. Thank you, Anna B, for my detective work. Megan Bernstein says, if I get murdered, please investigate my death. I will. No one's dying on my watch, see? I mean, it was just... There were some people that were like, no, you know, they didn't see him driving the car. I'm like, yeah, but... You know, they don't always have a photograph of everybody murdering the other person, you know, like. So he said that he watched the Super Bowl just to see Katy Perry. That made me sympathetic for him because I like Katy Perry. This is a wild music scene we've gotten into here. I think once again I'm kind of doing these backwards because I'm going to want that shadow. Damn. All right. Yeah, this needs to... Hold on. I need to basically be duplicating... Hold on. This is what I'm realizing right now to make this work in the end. To save time down the road. That's why you always got to be thinking while you're working, because you want to not have all these extra steps down the way. So we're going to call this piece right here our background, because we are messing with opacity, right? So this is the background one, so that'll stay there. And then this will go up to the top. And essentially, we're now going to take out from that top layer. I guess I should have made these bases, well, that part's not as important, but essentially we want to take this shape we want to take it out of the light so that we get our out of our light, right? Hold on here. We want to take it out of our light layer so that the shadow actually from this drips down on our darker layer, therefore making the lighter piece seem like it's on top, because things get darker as they go further back. That's how it works. Just doing the math out loud in my head to try to save me from at the end being like, oh, I got to now reverse all this stuff. See, that should. Didn't exactly turn out the way that I wanted it to. Okay, so the background one doesn't need a drop shadow. Okay, let's take this out now. Come on, stop moving on me. Stop dancing on me. All right, so let's see here. If we take this out, right? I guess we'll technically get all the shadows once we apply the shape. Fill. Black. Okay. And now let's get rid of our cheat lines. There's like a little gray edge over here that I don't understand. Okay. Where's that coming from? Guess it's the layer below us. Yeah, you can see the shadows in there. Catch up with the Twitch chat over here. What are we saying here? Brickey stream should be written into the labor laws. Oh, your Thunder King package arrived. That's great. Hope you guys are enjoying the coffee. Those of you that ordered it, appreciate it. Okay, I don't think we need our photo reference up there anymore. Okay. So let's just take this out again. We're cutting it off of our light layer. There we go. So let's get away from our sheet art and look at it all together. There's some sort of weird shadow thing happening on one of those pieces. Okay. Put our left wall back on. Looking a lot more castle-y. Thanks, WMD. Could get even crazier if we so choose. I'm almost thinking that now, can't decide if this left wall and right wall should be up ahead of the front or not. I'm having a hard time figuring that out. I guess we'll figure out when we shape it all up. Did you make that Brickey Park character yet? I don't know what you're talking about. Can't remember that. Can't remember that callback. All right, let's figure out what's up with this shadow in here. Looks like somehow that shadow got like... Makes no sense how that one would get so crazy. All right. Okay, I guess now we work on the beginning. Heading down the Brickey Park and have a real good time. Oh, the South Park style. A paper Brickey. I got you now. I got you now. Headed down the Brickey Lane, gonna have a real good time. Okay. Let's deal with the front here. Okay, so I'm reading it this way. You tell me what you think. Technically, all of the front should be one of our darker tones because it has the facade on top. So it all needs to at least be the 60%. But then we get into this area in here. So I'm thinking, oh, you can't see my hand. Tell me what you guys think. These pieces in here, right? Give me that big point. Give me that big point. These pieces here, I'll just do it this way. This spot right here. And this spot right. And this spot right here. Those should be pretty dark. And then the centerpiece should be light, and this U around it. I mean, this line eventually, if we do this properly and we put the bridge on, this below the threshold, that's going to have to get shade out again. So we're just looking for flat tonals. What do you think? Is that right, WMD? You think I'm right there? That these should be dark, dark.
Woo! Woo woo!
Who did that? Who did that? Thank you, Wonder Jen. All right. So that will be our reference there. Yeah, I feel like that's right. You always got to squint your eyes to get the feeling of how it looks from a distance. All right. Back to Cuddy Cuddy. Hey, 11 o'clock. 1 hour in and we're close to being done with this first pass on the bottom. Not bad. Not bad. Girl, I saw you on that elevator. And I knew that you was the girl for me. Watching you push those buttons on that elevator makes me want to go to your penthouse later. Where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? What a moron. Oh, God, I amuse, I amuse myself. Oh, the sexy penthouse song. We'll leave it at that. Because if you guys knew the next line that was getting ready to come out of my mouth. Oh, man. I should start tagging these streams under, like, karaoke.
Woo! Woo woo!
Oh. Star Kitten says the kids hear me laughing and want to know what I'm laughing at. What I tell them about this. Yeah, because if you told them like, oh, I just heard a funny story about a princess in a castle. Tell us, Mom. No. I kind of realize now I did this in a very stupid way, but whatever. I'll know better when I get to the pink. All right. This is a country castle. You are my country queen. Riding around in the pickup on Saturday nights, you know what I mean. This here is my country castle. Let 'em call it a trailer home, but what good they all know, 'cause you're my country queen. Look better in your blue jeans at 45 than you did at 16, 'cause I'm still in love with you. You're my country queen. And this here is your castle. You're my country queen. Now I've been out of work 'cause of COVID-19, but you still are my country queen. How to make that one, like, timely at the end there. Okay. Got the dark done. Also, my son sees you, immediately says Brickey Mouse. I love that. Finish the song. I love that I can't carry on a conversation, but somehow while I'm doing this, I have all the mental bandwidth to write horrible songs. Okay, let's turn this off. Turn our stuff back on. I feel like that these pieces need to be like a little bit darker. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to cheat. Edit. Fill. Black. Too dark. Too dark, they said. Too dark. Closer. Too dark. 15% is going to be the magic number. There we go. Maybe still too dark. Let's go down to 10. Building a castle can be so much fun. You're not the only one who built the castle. Damn, 10 might be too dark. Is it 5%? Or is it 10? Maybe 10. You might say you have a particular set of skills. Pointless skills. I have a particular set of skills. You can help avenge my father's death? No, but I can build a castle out of fake paper and sing country western songs at the same time. That helps out the world how? We haven't figured it out yet. We're working on it. As soon as the algorithm lets us know, we'll tell you. It's not easy being dumb. There we go. There we go. Feel too dark? I guess we'll know when we have other things around it. Uniquely Designed, what's up, bud? Hey, man, glad to be tuning in. I have this streaming while working from home, and it makes me feel like I'm back working in a studio. That's the plan here. That is the plan. By the way, I'm going to have a special guest with me. Wednesday, we're going to be doing Wrestling Wednesday. No YouTube this Wednesday. You'll have to be over on Twitch, but I do have my wife will be joining me in the live stream, and she will be asking Circle of Trust members, send in early, send in any health, nutrition, wellness, food, or cooking questions that you have for Beth. And Beth and I will be doing a 2-hour stream on the West Coast here, 11 to 1 over on Twitch only. And we'll be, you guys can ask whatever questions you have for Beth, and it'll be fun. Mix it up a little bit. Have Bethy B on here to talk to y'all. Spit some knowledge. Okay. Now we got to do this part. I've kind of been putting off because I'm kind of stressed about it. I don't know why I'm stressed about it. That would be stupid, but. Okay, so I see here we need to make. I'm going to ignore their weird little cut here and kind of right their wrong. I know better than Disney parks. You know what? I'm just realizing something here. I want to make this piece actually bigger than the ones behind it so that we get the proper amount of stacking. So I'm just going to like overshoot a little bit the guidelines from their map just so that I make sure that we have like the proper shading that we're looking for. Normally a few hours into a project when you start to like kind of you're following a predetermined game plan that you have, and then all of a sudden you start to realize what the actual plan is, and then you start just like ripping and going fast because now you kind of have an idea of the proper workflow for the long-term success of the project. At least that's how I roll. This song's getting me kind of emotional here. Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. Put the drop shadow on this one because it's in the front. Close that up. It's feeling good. I'm assuming after she'll share some Honky Tonk Man stories. Yeah. She's got plenty of those. Mark Brickey this summer's in algorithm can be serenade the enemy and save the VPI. What? Mark Brickey this summer in algorithm. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, Artie. Who's afraid of the castle? Not me. So now we need to create this piece here. Pretty important piece because this is like, you know, kind of the one part of the castle that you really, as an individual, interact with. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take this piece here. Let's first mask it out. Let's take this piece here. Don't move away from me. So it needs to look darker than the top, but lighter than its counterparts. Yeah. Making castle. We're kind of in a tight spot here. I think we might need to make the layer behind it just a smidge darker. Oswald's back from commuting. Sweet. Definitely at some point going to have to clear up some of these transparent seams that we're getting. Okay. Whoops. Protect the castle. Come on. Not moving you. Don't move on me. Come on. Stay put. Boy, they really did a sloppy job on putting the keystone in there. Technically, this centerpiece would be the biggest stone because the keystone is the one that basically locks in the entire arch. So this one would be like a bit taller, but whatevs. It's made for dumb kids. Oh, elevator buttons got clipped? Elevator buttons. Elevator buttons almost went to a real dark spot. Okay, so now we're going to take this and chop out this. So basically what we're doing is we're going back to our original lighter concrete color to try to make the opening look more inviting. And then we're going to build a little paper King Arthur's carousel and put it inside of there. It's no big deal. No big deal. That's not what that was supposed to do. What are you doing? Why are you not masking out? Don't you hate how Photoshop will sometimes leave that little light line in there that's like somewhere between your path and the fill? I don't quite understand why it leaves that little hairline crack in there. So the problem with following their line is that their line is so sloppy that our stones, even though we're following their entry, it looks pretty rough. Like it doesn't have that nice. So I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, but now it doesn't have that. It doesn't have the nice, like, definitely clean up these like little, take that there. We'll just do like a little bump it. Like we know we can't get perfect, so we're just gonna like bump the mouse when we do it, which will give it a little bit of like a stone type vibe, but not like those bad angly like straight cuts. And we want to keep the bottom flat because the bottom is a walking surface, but this is sort of insinuating that there's an uneven archway. Because if you were making an archway out of stones, it wouldn't be perfect. So just like a little, whoa, too much. So just like a little bumping in there will give us enough to make it suggest stone, but not look like a slop cut. At least that's the thought process. It also increases that shadow to make the entryway look more defined. All right. Looks pretty good from a distance. The red mash, that's legit. Okay. Still have a little more detailing to make this part feel legit. God, they didn't even try on these lines.
Woo! Woo woo!
Whoa, Oswaldo. 1,000 bits for helping me get through jury duty. I get to do it again. Yeah. 1,000 bits for jury duty. It's jury duty. Every man is innocent until we find them guilty. It's jury duty. Sexy jury duty. Imagine everybody around you absolutely naked. That makes jury duty so much more fun. Jury duty. It's your duty. Shake your booty to jury duty. Jury duty can be sexy. Jury booty. Jury duty. Jury booty at the jury duty. Everybody gets freaky. A jury duty. Jury duty. Jury booty. Jury duty booty. Allison has landed. What's up? How you doing? We're just doing the jury booty. Your pool has been picked. Jury pool party. All right. Feeling pretty good about this. Just notice one thing that we could use just to help sell our intentions. There you go. Just want to create a little depth in there. Right. Shading and everything. Our levels aren't perfect, but think about this compared to when we started. It's muggy in NorCal. It's hitting us. Summer's finally made its way to California. We get a late start, but we go hard when we get there. It's time for jury booty. All right, let's move along. Oh, you love the episode with Gus. That's awesome. Caught up on the podcast all weekend and hammer time as usual. That's awesome. Appreciate that. It was fun recording with Gus. I knew that'd be a different kind of Disneyland for Designers episode, which is what I'm trying to do something different in that space. I hate that everything's always about like the same stuff. Trying to put a little bit of that personal touch into things. Okay, obviously this tower needs to be addressed. So a quick way that we can save it is to do this. Let's just do this. Let's take... that didn't work out. That did not work the way that I had planned it. Not even close. What's going on here? All right, so I have my shape selected. Come down to blue paper. Select blue paper. Copy. Paste. There we go. Guess the layer actually has to be turned on. Weird. Wouldn't have guessed that. Oh, I hate when it doesn't align it. Because I guess I'll let go of the selection. But we can realign it. I'm an old silk screen printer. Realigning is the name of the game. Wait a minute. Am I even on the right? Oh, yeah, I am. I was like, did I pick the wrong thing? Just tap it into its spot. There we go. Don't move on me. Stupid Apple mouse. Just cut out the rest of this paper that we don't need. Okay. So see, now we're in the problem where that looks the same as our roof. So even if I put a drop shadow on it, we're still going to have a bit of that problem, because we don't want the shadows to be too crazy. So we're going to just simply do what we did with tinting below there. Drop a layer up above it. Edit. Fill. Black. Yeah, that's exactly what... Now it's fixed, guys. Now it's right where it needs to be. There we go. Let's take that trim off. Ten's not quite enough. We'll go with 20 for now and see how it shapes up. Anna B says, I'm still singing Jury Duty Booty in my head. Well, you're welcome for that one. We go out and shoot photos and you keep us company. Awesome. Whoa, Brooks Ingle. Super chat over on YouTube. Thanks, bud. There's something weirdly therapeutic about listening and watching someone design while I'm also designing. Thanks for the midday work hang mark. Yeah, it's like we're coworkers, right? Like I'm just the annoying guy that's sitting in the booth next to you. Brooks, you've been killing it lately, by the way. Some good stuffs. All right, so let's put this other one over there. That needs blue too. So if you have a question that you want to ask Beth and you want to ask her ahead of time, Circle of Trust members, I'll put up a post today. You can just comment below on that post, and I will read her those comments. If there's something you want to kind of make sure that gets in, because she prefers if it's a sort of a deep question, she's a go-getter and likes to be prepared. So a couple of questions to start off the stream would probably put her in a good spot. she charges big money for that stuff. So it's a free service that I can give out to my stream buds. See, she's a healthy dame. Found me in a diner, wasting away, knuckle deep in a slice of cherry pie. Not really cherry pie, apple pie. 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream. She could see I was eating myself to death. Then this Greek dame sits down next to me, right? Says, you're not eating the pie. You're eating your feelings. Which was crazy to a gumshoe like me. I'd never felt anything. I'm a castle detective. I've seen it all. I've done it all. I've solved it all. But she helped me solve my nutrition. What did we went 20 on the last one, I think? Because 15 was just sort of this dull mid spot. Yeah. Looking like a castle. Off the post. What's up, buddy? Drive-in movie was good this weekend. We saw Jerry Maguire. It was really cool. Went up to Malibu this weekend for our big Saturday night date night. Saw Jerry Maguire, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Really been enjoying going to the drive-in. But the funny thing is in 2020, all these rich jerks have no idea how to turn their headlights off their fancy cars. So like you just watch people sit in their cars forever trying to figure out how in the hell to turn off their headlights, which is hilarious. Jazz. Okay, so how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing with the COVID stuff? Like, I know that's like a crowbar in, but are you guys still feeling like the momentarily like stressful days, or the day where you just like start crying randomly because you're like, is life ever going to feel normal again? I thought that I was like really adjusted to it, and then last week I had a couple of days where it's just like, it just hit me. I was just sitting out on the hammock and I was just like choked up because I'm like, I just miss my life. Last year I had no idea what an unbelievable year it was, but my God, in comparison to this year, it's like I was so lucky. I was so insanely lucky last year to have such an amazing year, and this year is just, I've made the best of it, and I can already feel nostalgic about it. Damn do I miss. Oh, there it is. It's not. Why? I wonder why it's not lining it up for me. Neil says, I feel like I'm becoming more and more antisocial. Yeah, for sure. Cody, Mark, listening to your Disneyland for Designers podcast over the weekend on a road trip with my wife. Oh my God, that's amazing. The episode where you talked with Gustavo was great. I grew up playing in a hardcore metal band as well. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Anna B just throws me the crying emoji. All right, so obviously we got to do some choppy here on this, right? Because we just need that little slice in the middle. And then once again, we're going to have to apply a tint layer. Oh yeah, I can work with this song. Under the 2020. Okay, so now we're in that same problem where our pink blends in with the wall behind it. The drop shadow's not going to do enough unless we get crazy. And now that's just pointing out that needs to be back here. Okay, so this needs to go back here. Right, we're making this way more complicated than we need to. Put it back up here. Turn the effects off. Looks like I got more selective than what I need, so let's just get rid of that right now. Who is this singing? I do all the singing on this channel. Get the hell off my channel. I'm the singer here. Still got too much. Bad crop. My apologies for such a bad crop. All right. So now we have our shape. Let's go ahead and do one of our little world famous tinting layers. Fill black. Boom. And you know, if we realize we don't like these later, we can just find a darker pink stock and just swap it out. I do feel like these are a little dingy because we're just tinting them. But the tint could also just be a reminder that we got to come back through and find a darker stock and swap it out. So TBD. All right, what are you guys saying over here? Red Match says, you think WFH is your alley? I was born in a model by... What is WFH? WFH. I feel like I adjusted to this kind of normal, but it's getting frustrating not seeing much work out there. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Cappuccino. Feel that for sure. Freelance for 4 years. Red Medge says freelance for 4 years, then took a job, and now back home. And he's like, I like this more upbeat tone better, or tune better. Work from home. Oh, work from home. Thanks. Pfft. I'm so old school, work for home, there wasn't a term for it. Hold on here. Hold on here real quick. Okay. Moving on. Living Life says, so what have I missed? Well, you know, just been working on ye old paper castle. Trying to make it have some shape to it. Have some definition. Basically put a lot of work down into the gray area this morning because it was just a big mess. Building the castle. The people build the stones, but it's up to us to make the magic. Will you make the magic? Nah, didn't think so. Make the magic. Okay. You missed the Sexy Jury Duty song. Yeah, you did mix that. Yo, Castle YSY. Oh, that was a fun one. Kelsey over on YouTube. Hey, everyone. Hope you're having a great Monday. We're hanging. We're getting through it. Got about an hour left on our stream, which will put me at the 6-hour mark on the castle. Did somebody clip Sexy Juror? Is that clipped? Did I see a clip of that go by here? Jury duty? Let me pause this. Let's take a jury duty break. Thousand bits for jury duty. It's jury duty. Every man is innocent until we find them guilty. It's jury duty. Sexy jury duty. Imagine everybody around you absolutely naked. That makes jury duty so much more fun. Jury duty. It's your duty. Shake your booty.
Woo!
Jury duty.
Woo woo!
Jury duty can be sexy. Jury booty. Jury duty. Jury booty at the jury duty. Everybody gets freaky. Jury duty. Do you guys think 1,000 bits for
Woo! Woo woo!
Do you guys think that when somebody made this, like we'll make paper models that people can make at home
Woo!
because the park
Woo,
is closed?
woo!
Do you ever think that they thought that this would be what somebody did with it? Oh man, that jury duty song, that's good. That's some good stuff. Good clip. That will definitely have to go into the that'll have to go into the trailer. So could you imagine, like, oh, I heard this guy's going to redo the Star Wars night that got canceled. I guess I'll check out his live stream. And then they show up and it's just like, jury booty. What is this? What is this? Oh, that one's going platinum. Should we do it an all request live stream sometime? Brickey sings the classics. Jury booty. It's time to serve your jury booty tonight. Jury booty.
Woo! Woo woo!
Who did that? Who did that? Nil, 100 bits for Brickey Sings the Classics. You think you can blackmail me? Oh, you can. This whole thing's a blackmail rig. What can I do that will entertain people? Jury booty. Excuse me, ma'am. You were found sexy by a jury of your peers. Jury booty.
Woo! Woo woo!
Oswaldo, I'm here for these tunes, though. Carthay Circle Jazz Volume 2 last week. Nice. Man, their lines are so cut. All right, everybody. We've got 1 hour left. Want to hear all you castle builders out there. Smash unsubscribe. That's right. The algorithm hates me. Make sure you cancel your account today. All right. Everybody save the work right now. Let's save our work together. My name's Trish. I'm going to be your Peloton design coach for the day. See a couple flabby jury booties out there. Let's crank it up to 10. But make sure you unsubscribe first. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs down. There you go. All right. Does the algorithm hate you? Let's get it going. All right. Feel that burn? Feel that burn in your brain for wasting all this time? Awesome. Good. Me too. Feel that bitterness build because you see horrible people with bigger channels than you? Awesome. Good. You're right where you need to be. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Work real hard and maybe you will get one new unfollow. There you go. Now you're right where you want to be. Okay. Hold that tight. Don't let go. Because we're going to climb. Climb. That was a bad clip. That clip didn't work. Get out of my life. Try again. All right, let's try again. Keep building. Keep building, ladies. Feel that grind. That's right. You want that perfect COVID bod? You got to work for it. You want to go to jury duty and have everybody notice your jury booty? Grind with me. We've got 1 more hour of this workout. 1 more hour to get that perfect jury booty. Wesley James, what's up, my friend? You've come to the right place. If procrastination is your modus operandus, building a castle, but not out of sand. We're building a castle that's not in demand. Building a castle is so much fun. Better to do when it's not one-on-one. Building a castle with you. Hey everybody, welcome to Building a Castle. I'm your host, Mark Brickey. before we get started today, make sure you unsubscribe. Oh, I can see. They just drew half of this and they folded it over. Those creeps. Building a castle is not a hassle when you do it with your friends. Building a castle is not a hassle when you do it with your friends. Everybody. Come on. We're doing this together today. Everybody's building a castle. Castle. I want that Bob Barker mic. Wesley James says, how do you create a multitask responding to comments? Once I start drawing, I can't listen to a podcast, etc. Well, I'll tell you, Wesley. It works this way. Superior brain. Superior brain. I'm no normal man. I got a superior brain. Superior brain. I can't explain. Got too much process power for the things I like. Well, I can barely read or write, but I got a superior creative brain. Everybody's wired different. This is how I'm wired. I can only do certain things, like sing. If you want me right now to do math, not gonna do it. Want me to spell, can't do it. Want me to tell you a story about Anthony Bourdain, can't do it. Let me explain. Singing is natural. For the slow-witted intellectual. Oh, got a little hitchhiker over here. Get on out of here, girl. No one rides for free on this castle. I guess probably a big difference is, Wesley, is that I'm just literally doing this for fun. If it was like a client project and I was making money off of it, and if it had some sort of goal, I would probably be a little bit more brain dead. Who's singing? Who says that? Only I sing here. China, 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 China. China, 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 China. Yeah, you guys want to go Korean karaoke? I'll go there with you. So I definitely think that I'm not liking these tents on the pink and blue. So I'm going to probably need to find some different stocks. Man, we have listened to a lot of songs today, but this one's not doing it for me. Now I'm feeling good. Okay. Central window. All right, so now that we did that toning, I guess the thing that makes sense next is to double tone some of these towers, right? Because they're not just one continual color. And then that'll get us in a good stopping spot for today, I think. So let's go here, large spire. We can start with, I want to do the big. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay. So essentially, we need to tone this out so that when we remove their line art, we can actually see that this isn't just one shape, like it's, cylinder with the molding on it, another cylinder, more molding. So that needs to be broken up. We'll just tint it today, and maybe if we decide to do this next week, we'll find a darker paper stock to put in there. Brickey no layer colors. Problem is if I do a layer color, we lose the texture, right? If you put a layer color on it, can you mess with the opacity of a layer color? I don't know. I kind of have my own weird way I've done all this stuff over the years. But can you have multiple colors on one layer? That's my question. Can you do multiple color layers? Add multiply to the color layer, but can one layer have multiple tints? Oh, interesting. Okay, I know I'm going to need this layer several times. So I need my light paper stock. Oh! No, can't do the dark pink because that would... Think about this. Try to make this efficient here. All right. Layer color, you kids say? Color overlay? Start off with a lighter black. Actually, ugh. I don't like that. Do a warmer color. We'll go 20 for starting. Okay. See if you kids know what you're talking about. Whoops. It's all falling apart because you said layer colors. Hate you all now. Let's get that out of the way real quick. Layer colors. Who knew? The chat knew. Teaching old dogs new tricks. Layer color. Layer color. Layer color down. The only bad thing about doing layer color on something like this is now our texture is going to perfectly align with the layer above, whereas if you just do a different copy, you get more friction because your two layers are different from a different slice of the paper, right? So that would be that'd be an upside to doing it a different way. But I'll hear you kids out. You guys want layer colors? You get them. Smash like for layer colors. Okay. Their artwork is so bad that following it is like dangerous to my project. Stop dancing. Come back. Clean up their stuff now. I'm cleaning up Disney's artwork 'cause I know better. How dare you tell me that this is my castle shape? Cleaning up the castle. Not intended for commercial use. Cleaning up the castle. Layer color is too dark. Layer color overlay. Laying down too heavy. 10% feels right. Layer. Artie says, we'll share with the class. On the final days of this fireplace, client is a Disney family, met working there, want me to put a hidden Mickey in the tile work. Yes, that's so sick. I love that. I love that so much. Living Life says, all right, unfortunately I have to get back to work and today's work won't even allow me to listen in. See y'all on Wednesday. See you, bud. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. History. I'm going to turn history around. I did it. I just changed history, guys. Oh my god, there's such a lag because of streaming. It is so hard to draw an arc. So hard when the computer's like grinding. That's funny. Okay. Now we gotta do those little rivetly doos. Proper term. Rivetly doos. Oh, keep going. Turn off the drawing layer. Yeah. Castle. Just cleaning up this line art here a little bit. Obviously that doorway would need to be made much darker, but we'll get there. We'll get there. How's it looking? See, that was the piece. That was the big piece that really needed to be toned out. It already looks like makes so much more sense up at the top. Okay. That edge is weird on their drawing. All right, let's do an unfun part. But it'll look so good when it's done. Brush. Looks like I got my brush just the perfect size for their... You know, they're so inconsistent with these. I'd love to hear the conversation. You think we should like worry about our line art? Nah, it's just for a bunch of dumb kids. Then came the Paper Castle Slayer. Paper Castle Slayer. This song sucks so bad. But I'm not giving up on it. Not giving up on you. You guys still working out? Come on, class. 40 more minutes to get that perfect jury booty. Want to hear you out there with that perfect jury booty. Wording out for the... Oh, yeah. Right, John? Yeah, line art. Yeah, yeah. You want to call this line art, Disney? Get out of here. Get out of my face, Disney. Everybody wording out? Working out. So this is the type of work that like is just meditative. I could get into this forever. These little details. But my mind keeps seeing where we could go even further. What do you guys say? You guys down to do a third week? I mean, if I get this tower done and maybe one other tower, it could kind of be in a stopping point where we just say, that's it. Enough is enough. But there are plenty of details to be had. I mean, if you guys are into it, I would like to stick with this until it becomes like a print. Fully render the background, do some landscaping. Don't stop now. Stick with it. Week 3, done by Saturday. Votes for week 3. Star Kitten says, want to see all of it done, please. Dark Knight says, do it. All right. Work week 3. Let's turn off that quote unquote line art. Oh. It's looking like something. I am Nerd Squared says do it. Go the extra mile. Another week will give us a lot of 3 more hours in detailing will be nice. But we still have 30 minutes left today, folks. Make sure you put your resistance up to 7. I want to see you coming out of the saddle. I want to see that kern burn, my graphic designers. Okay, we'll leave that little side turret for more detailing. Let's put some more shape into some of these other pieces. Got to try to leave the stream today with something that is worthy of promoting on social media. So maybe we can get more people to show up next week. Yeah, right. Algorithm cancer. Okay, keep working on this back end. Okay, that's just the roof outline. Uh-oh, Neil pulled something. His kerning is protruding into his leading. All right. Go ahead and pull your resistance down then, Neil, if that's where you're at. All right, we'll do this I'm Nerd Squares way. Duplicate our layer. Effects. Give me them effects. This is going to be Nerd Square Tower. Tribute to her. I think it's a her. Who cares? To they. Color overlay. Black. I think we went with, what do we go with, like 20%? Match them up later. It worked the last time. We'll see if it works again. Good little hack. Although, I want to put this below. And we want to take out from the lighter layer so that our shading works. You can see in here next week, we'll get into these little enclaves. Ooh, light that up. Light it up. Actually, let's just do that with this one now. And we'll see if it needs like another like bass tone. That'll make it look good over on the social medias. For, hey, do you want to build a castle? So as I mentioned earlier, Wednesday, Wrestling Wednesday resumes. Boy, they got a lot of lines in here that make zero sense. It's funny when you like go over somebody else's artwork, you're like, you lost your place, dude. I can tell you lost your place on what you were doing. So we'll do wrestling 10 to 11 and then 11 to 1. My wife will be joining me. And if you guys have any wellness, nutrition, cooking questions, she'll be happy to answer those. If you don't know who she is, you can follow her at, so what is it? Beth Manos Brickey now on Instagram, but her website is tastyyummies.com. She's an impressive gal, my gal pal. So we'll get together and mix it up. Answer some of your questions if you have some nutrition questions. You know, maybe getting a little lazy during the COVID, or maybe sick of cooking the same meals. Now let's turn off that layer. Feels a little dark. Feels a little pitchy, dog. Also following their line art. Trash. Why would I change the above blend? Go back and change the above blend to multiply or overlay. But then won't that change that it's dark? Or won't that like negate it? Because then there'll be a mashup of both. Their line art is trash. She can make healthy versions of Disney snacks one day on stream. Got it. Nerd squared, got it. Makes sense. Okay, so I think to kind of keep pace of what we did on the other tower. Whoops, that's not what we want at all. This could be more modified next week when we get into detailing. But dude, if we get like our double tones in there today, it's a pretty good haul. Pretty good haul. And we need a good haul because the harvest, it's been so dry. We are working in the fields. We're the ones that keep it real. They forget about us. The farmers. I don't know where I'm going with this one. That is way too dark. Okay. And then Friday I have something ridiculous planned. See, I got a couple of pieces of something. Bad Photoshop job in there. Okay. These are driving me insane. These right in here. Where'd it go? Where's my mousey at? What the hell is my mouse? These driving me insane. How sloppy those are. Building a castle with you. There's nothing I'd rather do. Build a castle with you. I kind of try to get more of our light pink. That's the piece. Let's do this real quick because I'm serious about not spending any more time on it than I say. So I'm trying to get this now in a place where it looks good for like social media. So people are like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. So let's go light blue paper texture. Ooh, you are big and you are blue. You're my boy. Open image in new tab. That doesn't look like 3800. Ugh. There she is. See what I'm doing here. Just wanted to have this in before I ran out of time. Okay, designers. 25 more minutes, designers. Just a little something will. People hate black and white on the internet. Color makes people happy. I feel like the size of that should come down the tooth is a little bit big. Cha cha cha. Almond flour pretzels. Damn. Rethinking my last 9 IG posts of black and white illustrations. I've never, I mean, if you are somebody who always, like if you're Brandon Holt and, you know, you're like a slayer at black and white illustrations, then you're where you need to be. But for me personally, like if you have a colorful account and then you put something in there that is like heavy on black or white, I just find that it doesn't work out so well for you. My personal experience. Seems like a nice contrast of what we have for our sky. Whoa, you watermark! Finding paper. Finding paper. It's too green, I think, right? Kelly green is like too green. I guess there's a little bit of tooth in there. It's just for placement. Not a forever home. Dude, I am nerd squared. I thought about trying to do it at night and doing fireworks. And my worry, oh, you're going to do that thing, Photoshop? My worry is that will really get difficult in putting light sources into the actual castle. So we'll see. Maybe it's a daytime fireworks show. I hear Tony has some good filters to put over your black and white. Oh, that's funny. I'm just going to do this as a quick fix. Just trying to make the most of my 20 minutes so I can honestly say, hey, this is where I'm at the end of 6 hours. We're going for 3 more. 3 more. There we go. It actually kind of looks like something, right? Oh, Tony ditches the filters. For anybody who hasn't been with us since the beginning of Twitch, this was one of the earlier streams. I think the language might be a little bit rougher. I've decided to not really curse on these, but this is an earlier stream. Look at this baby Yoda. Oh, Brickey, it's actually the child. Oh, I know, and it's Frankenstein. Hold on, we have, who's our new friend? Anna B? I thought you were already my friend. Did you leave me and come back? Look at this baby Yoda. Oh, Brickey, it's actually the child. Oh, I know, and it's Frankenstein's monster. Tony, you only put a Nashville filter on people that you fucking hate. So true. Can't argue with the man. Can't argue with the man. Hey, he stopped using those filters. Tough love. I'll give it to you every time. You think I'm afraid to tell somebody what I think? Okay. Gonna do the I am nerd square away again. Come down to our bottom. effects to a color overlay. Hit that multiply dog. Make it black. Actually, a little bit of a warmer black. Whoa. Hey. We're going to be here streaming on Wednesday, Friday. Got something stupid planned for Friday. Gonna have to show up and see. That's right. Oh, you think this is good jury duty music, Anna? Got you in the mood? Prostitute the prosecutor. Everybody wants a guilty plea. Guilty of being sexy. That's right. Guilty of being sexy. Oh, we don't want that to be a multiply. We want that to be normal. Prostitute the prosecutor. We, the jury booty, find your client guilty of being sexy. Jury duty, jury booty. No further questions. It's been our honor. Yeah, I can work with this one. Little rock riff. Oh, didn't see it going. Didn't see it going. Discotheque. Now it sounds like a young tween song. I never knew that you were my boy till you smiled at me and you were my boy. I never knew that you were my boy till you smiled at me and you were my boy. Brickey B. At it again. Castle Times. Thanks for being my friend. I didn't know that you were my boy. You were my boy. I didn't know that you were my boy. You were my boy. Turn off that cheat layer. Show me what I got. I didn't know that you were my boy. You were my boy. God, these look horrible. The line art is such crap. There we go. Teen Ink song? That's what I'm trying to work on. Hit all the demos. I didn't know that you were my boy, that you were my boy. Who's my new friend? Hey, it's Phoenix. Phoenix, show yourself. Friend or foe. I'll know in one message. One message, we'll know if you're our bud, if you're my boy. Okay. Really not happy with those front ones that I just blocked out. Hello? Actually, I'm a girl. Oh, well, then now, give me a message. Give me a message. I was just saying you're my boy because of the song that I was just singing. Hit song, I should say. Boy, their line art is really irking me. I'm going to have to go through and do some cleaning uppy. Okay, let's see here. We've got 10 more minutes. I want to end right at 1 so that I can, without lying. How you doing, Phoenix? How you doing, girl? Do we make the end of that playlist? Wow. So many songs I didn't think it was possible. Let's get another pile of crap going. Okay. Probably should do a little bit of work to the front facade there. Central window. Okay. Do a little bit of work in here. And then that will probably do us for the day. My name is Phoenix, and I'm just a girl, but I'll be a woman one day, and I want to be like Ray and Captain Marvel day. When I am a woman, I will save the day. 'Cause heroes can be feminine like me. You'll see. There's your song, Phoenix. Enjoy. I think YouTube just kicked me off their platform. I haven't got a comment over there in a while. What's up, YouTube? You gonna leave an old man hanging? And it says it's looking super beautiful. Well, I appreciate that. Oh no, it's time for lunch and it looks like I missed some magical moments. Well, I wouldn't say you missed much. But it makes me happy that you feel that way. Eight more minutes left, designers. Then it's pencils down. does time go when you're hanging with your friends, trying to show where the fun begins? Oh, where does time go when we're hanging out together? You know, I am not rewarded by following their line artwork at all. Every time I follow their line artwork, it only makes... I feel like this pink that we've been doing, I feel like it's a little bit dark. I feel like it should go way down. Or possibly next week some of these get converted to shapes and we put a secondary paper stock in there. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We will figure that out together. There we go. Get that a little bit more uniformed. Just scalp off that edge there. Just get a little bit more friendly looking. All right, we are getting low on time. Together. Scissors down. Uh-oh, what is this? I see there's a clip that came through. Where does time go when you're hanging with your friends? Oh, God. To show where the fun begins. Oh, where does time go when we're hanging out together? Where does time go? Oh, we have a good time. We like to have a good time, don't we? Okay. Mr. Rogers song by Brickey. It's a beautiful day in my castle, a beautiful day in my castle. Can I hassle you? All right. Other than those two big squares, I'm just now into that final prep mode of trying to get this looking good for promotion. So this is what we're gonna do a little cheatsy.
Woo! Woo woo!
Who did that? I am Nerd Squared. Thanks. Appreciate you being on this journey. Now, I have a feeling that will probably look better behind.
Woo! Woo woo!
Just want to try to get this to look good for presentation. Who did that? Fifi May. I didn't know you were here today, Fifi May. Good to see you. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm moving one too many things here. All right, left wall. Where you at, dog? Left wall. Let's put left wall and right wall in the very back until we can get them properly. Well, I didn't put you that far in the back. I didn't put you behind the background, did I? Oh, I see the problem. Stand by. 4 minutes left. You got 4 minutes, Brickey. Roger. Trying to get this preview ready for everybody. All right. We're rooting for you down here on the earth.
Woo! Woo woo!
Appreciate it. This is 2 walls for the castle and 1 wall for each of you. Brickey, that doesn't really make that much sense. Look, I was so worried about dying on the way to the moon, I didn't have time to write a good speech, okay? That makes sense down here. Story checks out.
Woo! Woo woo!
We've noticed you've crapped your spacesuit. You try doing this, Jerry. Psh. This is looking a lot better. This is a little temporary fix-it hack. I see there's a tram started, but I'm so focused on not going over my time. I don't know why I've turned this into a design competition. There we go. I think that's going to be our screenshot for the day. Not bad, right? I mean, there's a bazillion more things that could be done to it, but not bad. Not bad. Thanks, Neil. Thanks to Red Mash. 2 minutes to spare.
Woo! Woo woo!
Look, dog, you're in my Photoshop. YouTube peeps be hiding. Well, there's not that many of them, so, you know. We made a castle. We did it. Do this. Do this. Damn! It's like a boombox. We need something upbeat, man. We need to end this day epic and hopeful. That's right. Today, this is your day. You gotta take this day. You gotta make a castle. It's just paper, but you mold it into a castle of dreams. Thank you, I'm Nerd Squared. Preach. WMD poster said, sorry I haven't participated much. I've been wurging. Hey, if you're wurging, you're doing your part. Amanda K, so quiet on the YouTube. Matt Melka, looks good over on YouTube too. Somehow your tiny Brickey is smoother on YouTube than on Twitch. Somehow your tiny Brickey is smoother. This little guy? Probably just depends on my processing power. YouTube peeps. Well, if half of the YouTube people are also people on Twitch, then that makes all the numbers even sadder. There we go. Uniquely designed says YouTube represent. That was a good Tavo. Damn. All right, friends. It looks like this is where I will end you. We've got a hype tram that's currently going. We'll ride that out. We're going to go another week on the castle. I think we got another week in this bad boy. Really, next week we'll get to stunt in there and do
Woo! Woo woo!
do some detailing. Thank you, Anna B. Preach. When you guys are on both streams, that only hurts my feelings because that means there's so many less people watching, and it's already depressing. It's already depressing. Starry Kitten's got to get into a meeting. This was awesome. See you soon, Starry Kitten. All right, we're down to 1:22. Working on this slow train to Nowheresville. We'll be putting the gold on next week. They didn't really put that much gold in their artwork, so we'll see. And Melka says, see you, Brickey. Excited for one more week. I start school meetings next week, though. Hopefully my real job lets me wurge while having this in the background. I love the wurge has just become our thing. Love it so much. And that was a troll, right? That was a troll trying to bring us down, and it only elevated us. We can't be stopped. We've only just begun building a castle together. And boy, is it fun. We are a community. It's just not me. It's you and me. It's unity. We are a community. And we did it together.
Woo! Woo!
Which
Woo!
makes us better. Thank you, NorCal Mark. It's drippy, dog. Where do we get? Oh, you missed the train. Better luck next time, Brickey. You sad sack. All right, everybody. This is where we part ways. AID is live this week, so there'll be a podcast all Monday through Friday. I'll be back here Wednesday, wrestling at 10. Beth Manos Brickey, my wife, at 11. Make sure to go over to the Circle of Trust if you have a question that you have for her. And then Friday, we'll be back for something fun. And don't forget, tell all your friends, next Thursday, 7 to 10, I'm the captain now. Well, Darth Brickey will be hosting the Brickeyland After Dark. I'll be bringing together the Star Wars night that couldn't happen. And it'll be much like our Thursday night where we did DCA. We ripped DCA last Thursday, and it was a good time. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for everybody who super chatted or cheered. Always appreciate it. And we'll do this again real soon. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.